Amid the deep blue Andaman Sea, where the waves tirelessly caress the shores and sunlight lays over the water like sheets of gold, lives a small tribe that has survived through countless generations. They are the Moken, the children of the sea, the riders of the waves. In the rhythm of the waves, steady like an ancient breath, nature whispers to us the story of a people who have merged with the sea as seamlessly as blood flows through a beating heart. Today, we journey into that world, exploring the mystery behind their ocean eyes, the extraordinary mastery of these divers born from the sea, and the way the ocean has shaped and nurtured one of the last remaining nomadic maritime cultures on Earth. To the world, they are a mystery, but to the ocean, they are kindred spirits. Behind a life that seems fragile and adrift on their wooden boats lies a reservoir of extraordinary abilities that only now are we beginning to truly understand. If there is one trait that sets the Moken apart more than anything else, it is their astonishing ability to dive and see underwater, a gift that seems specially bestowed upon them by the ocean. Moken children, as young as 7 or 8, swim and dive as naturally as fish. They leap into the water without hesitation, their eyes wide open beneath the waves. What's remarkable is that their pupils instinctively constrict, much like those of dolphins, allowing them to see clearly underwater, where most of us would only perceive a blurry, milky haze. The Moken are renowned for their traditional techniques of harvesting seafood. During their journeys on the kabang boats, they rely on the time-honored method of spearfishing. When they spot a school of fish or larger marine creatures swimming near the surface, the Moken gently maneuver their boats, maintain perfect balance, and swiftly thrust a sharp spear crafted from wood and metal. With eyes trained to see clearly underwater and an uncanny ability to read the currents, they can pinpoint their prey with remarkable precision. Moving through the water with fluid grace and lightning speed, they execute every motion flawlessly, seizing their catch in one clean, decisive moment. For them, hunting is not only a way to provide food for the family, but also a cultural heritage deeply rooted in the long history of the Moken people. For the Moken, the sea is far more than a source of livelihood. It is their home, their mother, their guide. In their hearts, the sea has a soul. Every breeze, every cresting wave carries a message from their ancestors. With this deep understanding, they have survived disasters that made the world shudder. In 2004, when the devastating tsunami swept across the Andaman Sea, the Moken noticed that the ocean was speaking differently. The water receded far too quickly. Fish surfaced in confusion. They immediately pushed their kabang boats out into deeper waters, escaping a catastrophe that claimed hundreds of thousands of lives elsewhere. They survived, not through science, not through radar, but through instinct, experience, and an unwavering ability to listen to nature. Today, as plastic waste washes onto the shores of the Surin Islands, it is the Moken who rise to protect their waters. They organize cleanup groups, teach their children to keep their beaches clean. When coral reefs show signs of stress, they are the first to sound the alarm. Because for the Moken, any wound inflicted on the ocean is a wound inflicted on themselves. Hundreds of years ago, long before borders were drawn, the Moken roamed freely across the waters between Myanmar and Thailand. Their lives were endless sea journeys. Each family lived on a special wooden boat called a kabang, their home, their vessel, and the spiritual thread that binds the Moken to the ocean. During the dry season, they drift across the waves. During the monsoon, they anchor near small islands and build simple shelters from bamboo and palm leaves. They do not store wealth. They do not build permanent houses. Their most precious possession, the one they devote their entire lives to, is knowledge of the sea. And in their collective memory, the sea is a book without pages, filled with stories passed down through the voices of their elders. The story of the Moken is not just the story of a single tribe. It is a reminder of the ancient bond between humans and nature. When we live in harmony with the sea sustains us. When we destroy it, we lose a part of ourselves. And if one day we can no longer hear the call of the ocean, look into the eyes of the Moken, eyes as clear as water, as deep as the seabed, and remember that some values are simply too precious to ever be traded away.